Hello and welcome to Oracle of the Divine Ophite. This is a collective tarot reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. But if it does resonate with you, please give the video a like, maybe share it if you feel so inclined. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. And hit the notification bell. That will let you know when new videos come out. And so I've already pre-shuffled and dealt out an initial layout so I could get a good idea of what the message is on the cards. And so I'll get started. This message is talking about an older woman. This is an older woman, a Queen of Swords reversed. She's got a really sharp intellect, but she's also got a really sharp tongue. And her sharp tongue is not just witty, it's destructive. This is a woman that, she's very angry inside, and she's allowed her anger to turn her into basically a wicked person. She behaves in very wicked ways. She's very manipulative. She is very dishonest with those around her, including those that she claims to love. So she spends a lot of time projecting her fears and inadequacies onto other people. And this is because she's not willing to face herself. She's never come to the conclusion that she needs to look in the mirror and face herself. So this is an older woman. This could be a mother figure. Take this how it resonates. So this may be someone that you know. It may be someone that you're close to. But like I said, take it how it resonates. It could be a mother figure for someone, or it could just be an older lady who's an acquaintance or a friend. But it's some older female, older experienced, at the stage in life where she is supposed to have gained some wisdom, but actually, because she hasn't been willing to face herself and face her own fears, she has very little wisdom. But she is smart enough to know how to manipulate people. She's gained enough experience in life where she definitely knows how to be very manipulative, and she knows how to get her way. This is also a person who she claims to be a spiritual person of some sort. She kind of like fashions herself or presents herself to the world in a spiritual light, or as if she's someone who has some sort of wisdom to share and a kind heart. But in actuality, she's just using that as a facade. She uses that to kind of get into people's circle of trust and into their good graces. And in actuality, she's not very spiritual at all. Now, if she does do anything having to do with spirituality, she's definitely interested in the dark arts. She has some sort of familial lineage that has given her knowledge of how to use magic and how to use energy for harmful purposes or for selfish purposes. So this is a person that also engages in a lot of moon magic or black magic, or using things like Bibles and other spiritual texts for negative spell purposes. She may have even been projecting some of this energy, this dark negative energy, onto you. So this is definitely a warning to someone, or this is saying that there's someone in your immediate vicinity, or someone in your life who has had in the past negative intentions towards you and has probably been working against you for quite some time. But the thing is that, all the suppression and rage and projections and, negative energy projections that this person's been putting out their whole life, they're at a point now where they're starting to actually feel some of the negative ramifications of things that they've done and things that they've projected onto other people. We have the Justice card here, which means that this person is getting some karma at this particular time. This person is getting back some of what they've sent out. And they're not having a good time with it. It's really difficult on them. They're having some financial problems. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in reversed here. They're going through some definite financial troubles because of things that they've done to other people or dishonesty that they've engaged in financially in the past. They may have even, take this how it resonates, they may have even engaged in some sort of financial manipulation with you. So now this person is starting to see some of the negativity that comes from engaging in that type of behavior. And karma's coming back on them hard. They're starting to have nightmares. They're feeling guilty. They're feeling attacked. They're feeling like the negative energy that they've sent out is coming back on them. It's making them feel sick. They've probably had some medical issues recently. So they're feeling scared right now, and they're actually they're feeling a fear of death. They're feeling like these things could actually result in a termination of their life. They have engaged in sending out death magic on other people, so this wouldn't surprise me if they were feeling ill or feeling sick to the point that they feel like they might actually they might see the end of their life because of some of the stuff that they've engaged in. But that's definitely where they're at. They still have an opportunity at this point to turn things around. They could stop what they're doing. They could stop the manipulation. They could stop the negative behavior. But they've just been doing it for so long that they don't even know where to begin when it comes to changing this behavior. They couldn't even imagine what it would be like to just kind of walk the straight path and be a nice person and not be manipulative. They're just really, really deeply entrenched in these behaviors that they've been engaging in. And they've made so many enemies. This is a person that they've gone through their life, and they've had people that cared for them. They've had friends. They've had family members that have tried to be good to them and have been loyal to them. But what they've given those people in return is a lot of backstabby behavior, a lot of betrayal, a lot of envy, jealousy, manipulation, dishonesty. I'm getting the sense that they've even been this way with their own children. So this is a person that is really far gone in regards to their moral compass. They really don't have much of a moral compass left. So now they're finding themselves in this really horrible position where they're feeling bad, they're feeling guilty, they're feeling scared, they're feeling afraid, and they don't even know how to turn it around. So they've entered a period of instability in their life. And this is the same instability that they've previously wished on other people. They've actually spent a lot of time sending out negative energy to people, wishing for things and casting spells on people to try to get negativity to enter those people's lives. And this is including close family members. Their close family members are not immune to this type of activity when it comes to them. So that same instability that they've sent out to other people, it's now coming back on them. And they're feeling emotionally unstable, but they're also experiencing material instability. They're experiencing a lot of, lack of direction, not really knowing what direction their life is going to go in, or even if their life is going to go on for much longer. They're not quite sure at this point. So now what I'm also getting is that in regard to the people that they have been sending out these negative projections to, you might be included in that. As I've said before, take that how it resonates. So if this is a person that you know and you recognize this person, if anything sounds familiar, there's probably a message here for you. But in any case, the people that have suffered at this person's hands because of all of this negativity they've been sending out, there's some some karma coming in. There's some good karma coming back to those people as kind of a, the universe balancing itself. The universe has an internal justice system where those that have been wronged, they have those wrongs righted, and those that have committed the wrongs will experience the wrongs. So I'm seeing that a lot of the people that have been victimized by this person, they've been feeling frustrated, feeling tied down, feeling like they didn't really understand why things were going wrong in their lives. And it's because they were actually being empathic with this person, and they were allowing this person's negative energy to infect them and affect them. And this is precisely what this person was aiming to do, this older Queen of Swords in reverse. This is exactly what her intention was. This could, by the way, this doesn't have to be a female. This could be a male or a female. The tarot doesn't really have gender. It just has, only has gender when it comes to energy. But when it comes to this being a male or a female, this could be a man or a woman, could be anybody, but it's just someone that's exhibiting that Queen of Swords energy in reverse. So this person, their intention was to actually cast their negativity onto other people. And for the people that have suffered at this person's hands, or because they've opened themselves up to this Queen of Swords in reverse, this energy, there's some prosperity and abundance coming to those people. We've got a lot of cards here that are indicating that there are good things coming for, the people that have been suffering. So expect some sort of an announcement about prosperity coming by August. August is an important month. So this is, I'm just getting tons of messages here that period of feeling tied down, feeling frustrated, feeling like these negative projections are controlling life. This period is coming to an end, and it's coming to an end pretty soon. But meanwhile, this person is going to be really suffering and really, really getting back what they've given out. And this is going to last for a while. There's an opportunity here for this person to move past the illusion that they've been living in, because really they've been acting this way because they themselves are living in an illusion of sorts. They feel like the world is attacking them. They feel like the world is against them. So throughout their life, they felt like the only way to get through this is to lash out at other people. It's kind of like, I'm going to get them before they get me type of attitude. And if this person moves past that and discovers that that's just been in their mind, that's only been an illusion, that's something that they have created probably from childhood, where they've just decided that the world is their enemy, so they're going to be an enemy to the world. And the people that have been hurt the most by this attitude and this belief has been the people that actually love this person and care about this person and want the best for this person. So unfortunately, this person has not recognized that, and they've just gone through their life displaying these narcissistic tendencies. They've lost their capacity for empathy, but this is an opportunity for them to turn that around. But it kind of looks here like they don't even know where to begin when it comes to that. This is a person that is a creature of habit now. They're so used to attacking others. They're so used to this illusion that they're being attacked that they don't even have a perspective outside of that. They have lost the ability to look at the world any other way. So this is a situation where this person is actually being given a second chance by the universe, and they're probably going to miss out on it because they don't even know, they can't recognize the second chance. So let's see, let's get a couple more cards and get some advice on how to deal with this person, if this resonates and you do know who this is. So the first bit of advice that I'm getting is that, this person should be dealt with really without dealing with them. Let the universe deal with them. If you haven't been speaking to this person and you haven't been interacting with this person, which is likely, because it seems to me like this is a person that you wouldn't want to interact with, because every time you interact with them, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they manipulate, they make you feel bad, they degrade you. So if you have been in a period of silence with this person, maintain that. Keep that silence going. The cards are definitely confirming that the best way to deal with this person at this particular time is to just let karma deal with them. Okay, I'm getting a message now that I should switch decks. So let's try this one. Yeah, and sometimes when it's someone that you're really close to and you try to have that silence with them, it's really difficult because they might be a mother figure, they might be somebody that's really important to you. And, if it's somebody that you love, somebody that you really care about, somebody that's important to you, a blood relative, whoever, it's really, really hard to just have silence with somebody like that. It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel guilty. But in this particular case, the message I'm getting here is don't feel guilty, because this silence is actually part of the universe teaching them right from wrong and teaching them that the way they've been behaving is unacceptable. So this is like tough love. And also, this is a period for you where, you're going to be able, because they're finally processing their own karma and they're no longer able to project their negativity onto other people. This is a new start for, you, if this resonates with you, but anybody that this person has harmed in the past. This is actually an opportunity for a new start. This is an opportunity for, new endeavors, new adventures, new things to come into your life. So it's like all of that negative energy that has been coming out from this Queen of Swords in reverse, it's now being alchemized. And they're having to deal with the negativity. They're having to deal with the negative part of it. But all of that negative energy that's been sent out to other people, that's being alchemized, and it's turning into positive energy for the people that they've been projecting towards and they've been sending negativity towards. So this is a time where, it's just the best thing to do is to just maintain distance from this person, maintain silence, maintain, the path that you've been on without them, especially if this is a case where maybe they were in your life and then your life was just being so negatively impacted by them that you had to cut them off. And if you cut them off, stay on course, stay on that path. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilt, because if you feel any guilt, that's just them trying to project guilt onto you. So now that you know that, you don't need to feel guilty for cutting yourself off from someone who's doing you harm, or someone that's never had your best interests in mind. So let their own karma deal with them. Let them deal with the negativity that's currently coming into their life. And you just continue to be strong and move forward. I'm going to pull one more card and get one more piece of advice. we actually had two come out. So this is a situation because of all of that energy being alchemized, because this person put out a lot of negative energy over the course of their life, over the course of doing this. So because of that, this is a situation that is just full of potential and full of possibility. Once you've taken your power back from this person, once you have discovered that this person has been projecting this negativity towards you and it's been affecting your perspective, your life, your viewpoint, your actions, once you recognize that and you take that power back, that is just so much power. It's so much energy. You know, it's like all of that negative energy turning into positive energy and being shot into like the roots of a tree, and the trees just branching, just branches are shooting out of it and leaves are shooting off of the branches and fruit is growing on the tree. So that's what, you know, that's what's being represented in this card. This situation is full of potential. It's ripe for the picking for you, because now you know that this person has been, you know, the negative thing in your life, the thing that's been holding you back has been the projections that you have received from this person, the projections that you've been suffering from this person. And the final piece of advice that I got is that anything that you're feeling right now in regard to, like I said, guilt, or feeling like you need to contact this person, or feeling like you owe anything to this person, that's simply programming. That's simply how this person programmed you to think, or maybe even how society programmed you to think. You know, we're always told that, you know, if someone is a mother or a grandmother or an auntie or an uncle or, you know, whoever, that, you know, we have to put up with the crap that we get from these people when they're behaving badly. Just because someone is a blood relative or claims to be a friend or somebody that's been in your life doing negative things to you your entire life doesn't mean that you have to put up with that. That's not a sign of love. That's not being empathic. That's signing up to be a victim. So it's all just, you know, it's all just conditioning, right? It's all just the way our families and our societies condition us to behave, is that we're supposed to be, you know, we're supposed to be a sheep, when in actuality each one of us is a lion, and we're just lions that have these sheepish mentalities imposed on us. But by you taking your power back, by you actually saying no to this person, you've actually assisted in that karmic cycle coming to an end for you, and a karmic cycle of justice for them opening up. All you had to do was say no. All you had to do was say enough is enough, and draw a boundary, draw a line in the sand to say, no, I'm not going to be mistreated anymore. I'm not going to allow you to abuse me simply because you feel abused. Feeling abused doesn't give anyone the right to abuse other people. If you feel abused, you have to deal with the people that are abusing you, not kick the cat. You know, it's kick the cat syndrome, right? I feel abused, so I'm going to go abuse someone else. No, that's not how it works. We have to take our power back, and we have to say no to this type of abuse, whether it comes from friends, lovers, mothers, fathers, siblings, aunts, uncles, so-called friends, co-workers, whoever the abuse is coming from. We have to have the strength and the bravery and the understanding to know that we have been conditioned to accept abuse. Our society especially has conditioned us to accept abuse, and the time for that is finished. There's no more accepting of abuse. So let karma deal with this person. There's definitely justice coming to them, and there's definitely some sort of abundance coming for you, because you have finally said, no, I'm no longer going to be abused. So what, this person is going to get what they deserve, and the people they abused are going to get what they deserve, which is a lot of passion, love, abundance, and wealth. So there's a big time coming in for a lot of people who have finally decided to draw the line and have finally decided to respect their own boundaries, to create boundaries where there probably were no boundaries before. There's a lot of good coming in for the people who have decided to do that. And there's a lot of justice coming in as well. And I mean justice for, like could be negative justice for people who have been abusing other people, especially this Queen of Swords in reverse. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So if anything resonated with you, please like this video, share it with others if you feel it might be helpful. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos come out. This is Oracle of the Divine Ophite. Thank you for joining me for this collective reading today. And I wish you all the blessings and have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.